Hey guys, Break here, welcome back to the Daily Craft, the show where I go on a bit of a ramble whilst making some gold. Today we are doing enchanting and jewel crafting, my favourite professions. It's on my main character, got a ton of bloods, we're going to make a ton of gold as you can see, over 300k profit with quite a large spend, but we won't be spending that much, don't worry guys, so let's get to it. First off, I do want to say I've just hit 13,000 subs this week, or this past week. So we'll be doing a WoW token giveaway. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to my channel and leave a comment in the comment section below for your chance to win. And the next Daily Craft we will announce it and I will message you and we will get your WoW token sorted. Whilst I'm buying up my mats, we probably should talk about the YouTube drama. That's been quite exciting this past week. For any of you who haven't witnessed it, you've been missing out. Now we've all heard of Logan Paul and the classic YouTube dramas of recent times, but have you heard of gold making, Warcraft gold making YouTube dramas? Have you heard of that, guys? Well, now you have. Not too bothered about it, to be honest. Thought it was quite amusing. If you haven't seen it, then you can go onto Want to Buy Gold's YouTube channel and see his video he did on not getting banned. I forgot what it was called. Don't get banned for doing this or something. You'll see it. It's one of his latest videos. And then you can go on Student Albatros's YouTube channel and check out his Want to Buy Gold video. I think it's just called Want to Buy Gold after the YouTuber. And yeah, see for yourselves. The main reason I got involved, or I was involved, was because I did a video, top 3 things to make you gold right now, the day the patch launched, and my second thing was talking about farming the old dungeons that had seemed to have a buff drop rate of certain items, and certain unobtainable items were brought back into the game, and sort of loot tables were changed a bit, and I said go and farm this because it's very lucrative at the moment basically. And I also said you 100% would not get banned, which some people didn't like the fact that I said that because they thought, how can you possibly know 100%? I mean, obviously, I don't know 100%, guys. So when I say 100%, I'm not actually meaning literally 100%. But the reason I said you 100% wouldn't get banned was because I was pretty certain no one will get banned, because either it was deliberate, which most of it was deliberate now, because Blizzard still haven't changed quite a few of the things, so there obviously was supposed to be some change, and quite a lot of it was deliberate, and a lot of the changes Blizzard did intend to make. They did remove some things, like these old coins that were dropping in Zul'Farrak or something. That, I mean, no one was going to buy them anyway, but they did remove them, so there seemed to be some errors by Blizzard and some deliberate things. And I could never see anyone getting banned for running transmog. How's the average player supposed to know what is a normal drop and what is a bug? No one's going to get banned. So that's why I said 100%. Didn't actually mean literally 100% because I don't work for Blizzard, as was pointed out by Want to Buy Gold. However, I was pretty certain, and guess what, guys? No one's been banned, obviously, and it's all good. But I mean, it does bring up an interesting point, guys. You don't have to listen to everything a WoW YouTuber says, obviously. And if a gold maker tells you to do something, there could always be a chance to get banned. The thing is, with gold making, guys, we always have to be ready for any changes, because that's the most profitable time. You know, the most profitable time to make gold in WoW is when there's changes, in the start of a new patch, the start of a new expansion. That's always when everyone makes their gold, and when new markets pop up, and you've got to take control of the crazy prices whilst you still can. That's how the majority of gold is made in WoW. The majority of gold is not made towards the end of an expansion when there's no patches and you're just doing random stuff like I'm doing now, which is netting a pretty penny, but it's not how the crazy gold's made. So as Warcraft gold makers, you always have to be at the forefront of changes and getting ahead of the game. Just like anything, any money making in life, you know, you want to invest in Bitcoin a few years ago when it first came out, or when it first started to go crazy. You don't want to invest in it now when it's just going down in value, to be honest, and being pretty stagnant for the first time in ages. You know, that's not what you want to do. And you have to try and notice these trends, notice these changes, and take advantage of it. And realistically, if you're not going to be willing to do that, or if you're thinking, oh, that's a bit risky, what if something wasn't meant to happen, what if the start of the expansion you can make gold with this, but actually Blizzard didn't really intend for this to be the case, and I'm worried about getting banned, so I'm just not going to do it. I mean, that's fine, because obviously there's always a chance you could get banned doing anything. I've done a video, my most popular video is about me getting banned for running a casino in the game. Anything that's super profitable and that's a bit on the line is possible to get you banned, but very unlikely, and this thing in particular was very, very unlikely, hence why I said 100% it's not going to happen, because I was 100% certain, or as close as I could be, that it wasn't going to happen. But I mean, just think about money making in general. Who's seen The Wolf of Wall Street, that Leonardo DiCaprio film? Those guys, they were always doing things on the line. I mean, they were breaking the law, to be honest. They were going above, but that's an extreme example. But all of these companies, you have to be ready for changes and ready to take advantage of things. That's what money making and gold making is all about. Anyway, that's what I think on the matter. I just think if you're not prepared or not willing to tread a bit on the line and make sure you're always up to date and always making sure to take advantage of changes, that's what gold making is about, guys, to be honest. So if you're not willing to do that, and if you're going to call people morally wrong for doing that, then, you know, maybe you shouldn't be in the gold making business. But one thing nobody likes is someone who thinks they're morally better, someone who tries to play the virtuous card, the martyr card. Nobody likes that, guys, obviously, in life. If you do look at Want to Buy Gold's video, it's probably got to be one of the most disliked videos in terms of ratio of like to dislike in history of any gold maker that's got above a certain number of views. In fact, I'd say it's probably one of the most disliked in terms of ratio videos that any WoW YouTuber above 50k subscribers has. You think about the 50k plus WoW YouTubers, there aren't that many, there's a few. I cannot remember some video having that many dislikes to likes, I just can't. And I think I watch every WoW YouTuber that has above 50k subs, so at least not in a very long time there hasn't been anything that disliked. So obviously there was a big proportion of the community who also agrees with me and doesn't like that kind of behaviour. Particularly because it's not like the video got a ton of views. Often videos can get a ton of views, so a lot of people who aren't subscribed watch the video and then it gets a ton of dislikes because, you know. But actually it hasn't got that many views, you know, for someone who's got a 50k channel. Most of the people watched it are his own subscribers. So it's obvious what the community think of the whole thing, and I just say you shouldn't really call people out. That's not cool. In general though, guys, what do you think about the whole sort of taking advantage of implementations to the game straight away? Do you wait for confirmation of Blizzard that this is supposed to be happening? Or do you just go and try and make as much gold as possible? I think for me it completely depends. If it's an obvious bug, like there's an ore that is just providing unlimited ore, and you can keep mining the same ore node, say, and just keep doing it for an hour, not have to move, and make an absolute killing, then obviously you wouldn't do it, or at least I probably wouldn't do it, because that's an obvious bug and that is going to get you banned likely. But I mean, just running transmog after Blizzard have already said that they're gonna make changes to loot drops, and they're changing level scaling and all that, so there's going to be a load of changes. A lot of weird things are going to happen to loot, so I think that's why I felt that this wasn't going to get you banned and you can take full advantage of it, really. But yeah, in general, I think you do have to be on the point with these trends, you know. The start of an expansion, you got to find out what's making the gold and get in on it. Like the start of this expansion. What was making gold? Well, people were selling their demon steel arm guards that you needed to unlock the Blitterum Forge for loads and loads and loads of money. It was ridiculous. I mean, this obviously wasn't a bug, but I don't know. Blizzard did change it in the end. So does that mean it was immoral for people to take advantage of the wrists, selling the wrists at the start of the expansion? No. It was just a trend and something that was making a ton of gold, and people who got in on it, like me, changed my profession to blacksmithing just for the first couple of weeks to make millions and millions of gold from this method. And I think you do have to be a bit on point with these things, make sure you get ahead of them, because otherwise, guys, someone else is going to get in there and you're going to be in trouble. Anyway, guys, let us get crafting. Crafting every day. Tome of Illusions, as always, making 5 because I've sold out. You guys always ask why I make 5 and 10. I mean, that's only if I've sold out, that I restock. So say if I only had 3 bindings left, it would tell me to make 7, so I could get my restock back up to 10. It's telling me to do 10 because I've sold out on all of them. So they do sell out, guys. They sell really well still. People always leveling up new characters at the moment, trying to get them geared up. All the professions are still doing really well and still make a pretty nice amount of gold. Bear in mind, a lot of these prices are with a Blood of Sargeras price added on. My Blood of Sargeras price is 400 gold, which is quite a lot in terms of how I've done it. That's mostly for my ults, to be honest. I could set it cheaper here because I've got so many bloods, but it's mostly for my ults that I set that blood price. I should also re-enchant my shoulders with the boon of the Blood Hunter. I keep forgetting. I'm now using my legendary shoulders. I presume you can enchant legendary shoulders with it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, but don't actually know. But yeah, all of these sell pretty nice. They're all making a tasty and sort of 2k profit. I already had a lot of the mats as well. That's the thing, I always buy more mats than I need, and then I just store them when they're cheap at least, so I can always make more things if necessary. Tome of Illusions doing really well. The Jade Spirit, like I said, guys, said in my other video, the old world enchants, because of the nerf to heirlooms, and leveling's actually hard now, that's what everyone's been complaining about, so the old world enchants are actually selling pretty good, which is always nice to know. So if you do have an enchanter, make sure you look to get into those markets. They're very easy to do. Elemental Force, all of that good stuff sells really, really well. And on a lot of servers it sells for thousands of profit because not many people bother with them. They think, oh, old world enchants, who is going to enchant their gear with some old rubbish? Well, guys, it does happen, weirdly. Weirdly, it happens. Anyway, just making all of these enchants. Let's get through this and get on to the jewel crafting. You know, I was thinking the other day, right now I have 2 bank cults, and one I just use for sort of flipping and selling battle pets, and then the other one I use for selling everything else. But I should start mixing up my mailing operations, so I send enchants and gems and stuff to my other bank cult, the flipping one, because I run cancel scans on the flipping guy way more often, because it's just bigger profit margins and all that stuff, and I really want to be the cheapest to have the best chance of selling. So I mean, I undercut my flipping and I cancel scan on my flipping bank cult like 3 times quicker, or 3 or 4 times more than on my normal bank cult. So I feel I should send at least the enchanting stuff in particular, the current world enchanting, to my flipping ults. I'll probably start doing that, to be honest. That would actually save me a lot of time. I mean, I know you can only cancel specific things, so I could go over to my main bank cult and choose only to run a cancel scan on the enchants, because I just can't really be bothered to do that. I usually don't. And when I do run cancel scans, it takes so long, especially I've got to go back to the mailbox like 5 or 6 times and run the whole post scan. It takes so long to repost stuff on my main bank cult. So that probably makes sense for me to do that, to be honest. Don't know why I haven't done that already. Probably do a video on that. More efficient bank cults. I think having 2 actually works really well. I know you guys might think it's confusing because your TSM accounting data will be all messed up, but I mean, that data is always messed up anyway. It's always getting sort of tricked by random things. But I think either having 2 or being very, very organised on 1 in terms of what you cancel, what you undercut. But as I'm not that organised, I think having 2 would be better. Now for the dual crafting, the RNG profession, I always enjoy it because I get to see, oh look, this is just 26k what we just got. I mean, I know it doesn't quite sell for that always, but trust me guys, I've been making so much gold from selling these class necks and the crowns in particular. The crowns make me an absolute killing. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's see what crown. It says about 7k profit each. We'll see. I mean, this one's a 10k profit, Haste Verse. What else we got? That's about 7. That's about 10. And that is 21k Verse Mastery. And trust me guys, these things sell, and they sell for ridiculous prices, and it's a bit of a joke, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. Not at all. What else are we getting? A few more crowns. That is going for not too much. What's this one going for? 18k. And what else did we get? Another 18k. You know, you make like 12k profit per crown, guys, on average. At least on my server you do. Kind of ridiculous. Again, a 10k profit, a 10k, a 22k, and you know, you can't complain about that. Saber's Eyes, can't really be bothered to make. They're not actually making much profit. What is often profitable to do on my server is to literally buy the Saber's Eyes instead of making them, because people just seem to sell them as Saber's Eyes rather than cutting them, and then you just cut them, which costs nothing, into one of the intellects. I'll show you in a bit. Let's go see if it's still profitable. Yeah, so today it's not that profitable. I mean, 4.1 compared to 3.9, but if you take the auction house cut in, it's definitely not going to be worth it. You're going to about cut even. But sometimes it is weirdly profitable, so make sure you guys do check that out, and you know, make sure you're not missing out on easy gold. Now what am I making? Some random gems. To be honest, these gems do not sell quickly. Now the enchants sell quicker because, like I say, people put them on heirlooms, but it's rarely that people put them on gems, and people put old gems in gear, but it does happen still, so occasionally you can get a half decent profit, but not super often anyway. But that is going to be about it for this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a comment for your chance to win the giveaway, and until next time, see ya.